Just got back from the weekend and we have a ton of trades to look at. So we're just gonna start over here. I'm gonna go along the back wall first. We have the Mega Yarn Yoshi amiibo. We have some Xbox 360, Xbox One, Crimson Skies for original Xbox, and a Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. And then we have a bunch of PlayStation 3 games here. Lots of stuff. I have all of the more expensive ones separated out, but I couldn't fit them on the counter for this clip, so you'll see those in the next clip, which not sure who's gonna film it, but somebody will. Then we have some GameCube and Wii games here. Pretty cool stuff. Also some PlayStation 1. Going into the PlayStation 2 here. And as always, the ones with the orange spines that you see here, those are technically disc-only copies, and that is our custom printed artwork. And we have one Dreamcast, some PSP, and some movies there. We have a Parappa the Rapper plush, which apparently is a very rare, like, hat color variant. And then we also have the Game Boy player with the disc. We have this big 007 Blu-ray set. We have a bunch of Nintendo Power magazines. These are all newer. They're all like in the 200s. And pretty cool stuff there. And we have a bunch of manga here. A bunch of different little sets, which is really, really cool. We'll be getting more of this traded in. Then we go down here into the Dreamcast stuff. We have a boxed VMU. We have some Dreamcast games. Spider-Man has no manual, unfortunately. We have Sword of Hope for the original Game Boy. We have some N64 games here. Some uncommon stuff, and some loose PSP. And then we have Wonder Swan, which normally we only get this stuff from Japan, but these were actually traded in, including a factory sealed one here. And then a loose one and an actual Wonder Swan handheld. We have Sega CD, Brutal Paws of Fury, and Sonic CD. Then we go into Genesis and PSP here. Nothing too crazy. And one Vita game. And then PlayStation 1, some good stuff in here. The Marvel vs. Capcom is disc only in our custom printed artwork. We have Bust a Groove, pretty hard to find game, and then a Black Label Crash 1. This game has just been going up and up in price for the Black Label version. The Greatest Hits one is still fairly cheap compared to this. Then we're getting into the GameCube stuff. Some pretty cool titles in here as well. Some more uncommon stuff that we definitely do not get all the time. So very happy to see more GameCube coming in. And 2 copies of Mario Sunshine, which is awesome. And lastly, we have some more expensive Xbox 360 games. The Gears of War 3 Special Edition, the Dreamcast Collection, which is really cool, Batman Arkham Origins, and Lollipop Chainsaw. So that's it for now. Stay tuned for more.
We got a lot of stuff in, and we still got a lot more. So all this will be available on our website here at Double Jump. But if there's anything else you're looking for, keep an eye out because we got a lot of PlayStation 2 stuff to go through. I think I saw a little bit of Sega, and there was something else. Maybe it was PSP, but a lot more totes that we got to go through. So, ooh, got some good Switch games in here traded in. Moving on into PS5, Ghost of Tsushima, nice. I haven't played a lot of the Hitman games since I think it was like Hitman Absolution on the PS3, so I wasn't sure if, how good they've held up. I might have to pick that one up just to see. I know they got a lot of replayability. Words are hard, but you know what I was trying to say. Just because of the ways you can fulfill the, assassination contracts. Afro Samurai in pretty good shape, complete for the PS3. That's always cool to see. Got some Ratchet and Clank. Nice. More Captain America, more Ratchet and Clank. A lot of 007. Ooh, Dragon Ball Z for the Wii. Nice. Godfather the Dawn Edition. And got those ones right over there too. Got Super Paper Mario. That one is my favorite of the series, but that's because it's the first one. I know it's hated by a lot of people, or not hated, but just said to be the worst one out of all of them, but I disagree. It was cool to see Dynasty Warriors 4 Extreme Legends there. I don't know if you guys know, but I'm a big fan. Got some cheaper titles in here, then got some good stuff right above it to go through as well. Got some PS5, got some good Switch games, 3DS. Ooh, what's that? Legend of Zelda. Oh, it's like the, wow, from Majora's Mask. That's cool. Got the CD there. Prototype. I believe that has the first and the second game. I'm not sure if it's a port or if they like made it look better, which would be cool. A Way Out's a good co-op game, and I think that about wraps it up with Alan Wake. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot more we're going through, so if there's anything you're looking for, keep an eye out and check our website. Goodbye.
I leave for 6 days, and what do? They buy hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of PS2 games. Let's take a look at all of these. Oh, I think my girlfriend has actually been looking for a copy of Blood Omen 1 and 2, so maybe I might pick that guy up. I've mentioned before she's super into Soul Reaver, but she's told me that the Blood Omen games they're much different. Soul Reaver is like a puzzle platformer, kind of slash 'em style. It's a lot of fun to play. I really like it. Blood Omen is a little different. It's more of a top-down sort of... It's not strategy. It's still like an action thing, but... Oh gosh, we got some good stuff here. The first Fatal Frame... Or no, that's not the first one. The first one... Oh no. No, this is the first one. Hey. This is a scary game, guys. Any game that doesn't give you a weapon to use and just expects you to kind of survive and deal with it, those freak me out. It's the helplessness feeling. Now this one is the one that I hear the most about. I watched a playthrough of it, and not all of it, not all through, because I did kind of feel like I wanted to play it myself, but... this game, I remember hearing about... okay, I gotta say something. So, when I was growing up, I didn't get to play any PlayStation 2 games until I met my really good friend at the time, because she had a PlayStation 2, and she had a bunch of the RPGs that I was dying to play. I grew up with GameCube, I've told you all, I freaking love the GameCube, but unfortunately there's not an awful lot of RPG fare on there. I mean, you've got Tales of Symphonia, that was a GameCube exclusive at the time. There was Skies of Arcadia, which I don't shut up about. Look at everything here. But the real bulk of the RPGs, the JRPGs, those were all in the PlayStation 2. Your Final Fantasies, I did end up getting Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles on the GameCube, but that is not a true... it's a spin-off, and so it's similar. It's got the similar kind of style, the similar feel, but it's not the turn-based JRPG experience that I wanted. So to see all of this, I mean, my little 13-year-old, who I keep trapped in my brain, she's loving this right now. This is Mana. Children of Mana. No, Children of Mana isn't on the PlayStation 2, right? We have a Mana game here, don't we? Oh my god, there's just too much going on right now. There's just so many games here. I keep like going, because what if I miss something? And then you guys get mad at me. Dawn of Mana, that's what it is. We've had this game in recently. I was already looking at that. Oh my god. Oh yeah, Suikoden 3. I wish Cooper had like alphabetized these or put them all together, because I feel like I'm just looking at... See, Tales of Legendia. I've always wanted to play that. The Bouncer. This is Tetsuya Nomura designed all of the characters for this game. And that is like kind of where proto Kingdom Hearts Sora came from, is this little guy right here. Okay. Yeah, there's just so much. I don't even know where to I don't know. I do not know. Metal Gear Solid, the document. Oh, what is this? Oh, is this just the... Oh, yeah. This isn't even a game. What is this here? Maybe it is a game. I don't know. I don't know anything about Metal Gear. Alright, well, I think I have erratically moved the camera over these games enough. Yeah, there's just so much. Now, how many of these have you PlayStation freaks played? And if you have played most of these here, no you haven't. There's no way. But if you want to throw out like a percentage, let us know in the comments. I would be very interested. And then tell me about your favorite PlayStation 2 games and the ones that you think are the best of all time, especially if you see them here. But yeah, I'm never leaving again. This is insane. How am I supposed to keep up with all of this? I mean, really.
How's it going, everybody? Let's look at what we got trades for today. Let's start over here with this massive PSP collection that got traded in. Lots of cool stuff in this set. Lots of filler as well in the back there. We'll show that in a second. Pokemon Coliseum, don't see that one too often. Coliseum and XD are really fun, but can be quite challenging. These are more expensive Wii and PS3, PS5, variety of Nintendo cartridges as well as Genesis. This is box only. Some Switch titles. Have a animated show and a movie collection. A couple of strategy guides. Let's take a look at the cheaper stuff. As always, you can pause the video, take a look at what they say on the spine and see if there's anything you're looking for. All this stuff is on our website, doublejumpvideogames.com. Moving back into that PSP collection, look at all this stuff. Pretty freaking sweet. It's crazy that Persona 3 Portable is that much, especially after the re-release. I imagine it even came down. But lots of good stuff, so check it out.
Howdy, howdy. Here are quite a few items. These are mostly all Sega items, actually. But here we have loose PSP and games and UMDs, as well as Super Mario 2 and 3. Sega CD32X, which we never see. And here are like the premium Genesis titles that are complete or, you know, don't have the manual. They're hanging out up here. And then I'm gonna loop back down here because we actually have some GBA games that are super awesome to see. Got some premium titles we never see, and some filler titles, which is nice. Good balance of all of them. That Aladdin is insane. I had to triple check that price like 3 times just to make sure I wasn't like seeing something else. And then also have some loose DS items. We did try to complete these, but unfortunately we just don't have the cases for them. And we got a Pokemon White and Civilization. And then here we have the Sega CD titles, Dracula Unleashed, nice, and Sega Saturn. We have a few more that didn't quite fit, and I'll show those in just a second. And Tetris Plus, oh my gosh, and Brutal Legend Guide. My favorite, love Clockwork Knight 1 and 2. Games are wonderful. And then here are the ones that didn't fit flat. I think all of these are complete. And we will be replacing the cases if necessary, if they're cracked or broken, which does happen a lot. You can see some right there. Get those all replaced. More Sega CD. And then here are the Genesis titles. And of course, you can't have Sega without Super Master System. And there's some cartridges up top. And then we're gonna end it with Halo and RBA Baseball.